Hey everyone, this battle took place, just about 10 minutes ago, in a little tournament I entered myself into, just to piss about, test new mixes in terms of my team. Anyway, I lead up with my Tentacruel, he leads up with his Lipard. So decided to set up the spikes, just, get him out there nice and quick. He goes to the Night Slash. So, and I knock him out from red card, and I go into a Galventura. Such a bad, switch for me. I didn't want to set up another. I decided to go for the Scald because essentially I wanted to do a bit of damage before my Tenta went down. Because I expected it to have Thunder, honestly, and I didn't think Tentacruel would survive Thunder. But he goes for the Thunderbolt, and it kills me with a crit. I think Tentacruel would have taken it without the crit. I think. Right, so I send in Chandelure. I can't pronounce his name properly. I just call it Lure. Chandelure. Sounds right. Anyway, I go for the Calm Mind, confident he can't do me anything with T-Bolt. And after the Calm Mind, pretty much right. I just planned to let Toxic finish him off. So I go for the another Calm Mind. Let my Toxic finish its work. And he goes for Discharge, probably for the extra power chance. And of course he gets it, because, Hacks hates me. God hates me. Gaming gods hate me. Anyway. Toxic finishes it off like I wanted it to. Thank you, Toxic. And people why I like being a poison gym leader. Or elite, depending on where you look. Anyway, he sends in his Manly Buzz, or Mando Buzz, depending on how male you think it looks. Anyway, I get my power activation there. So annoying. He goes for another Dark Pulse. Super effective damage, but after 2 Calm Minds, it's not doing lots. I get to Heat Wave him this time. Watch his health. Oh, it's awesomely fun. Right. I was expecting, after that bit, I was expecting, critical hit to appear at the bottom of the screen. Even with 2 Calm Mind boosts, I didn't expect a one-shot a Manly Buzz. Anyway, he sends his Stoutland in. And, annoyingly, he crunches. I'm confident that without the, and he gets another crit, which probably didn't matter. I'm confident that if I wasn't paralysed, I would have swept him with Chandelure. I honestly do think that. Anyway, in goes my bomb. Go for the Fake Out. Fake Outing a poison Pokemon is just like the trolliest thing to do, I think. Which is why I love the fact that I have Poison Spikes hanging out now. Anyway, I go for the double hit, confident that it's gonna... Thanks to Technician, it was gonna get the kill. It does. Thank you, God. I didn't want it, bulking up or something. I thought that would be problematic to me. Anyway, in comes his Chandelure. I go for the U-turn. I didn't want to. I was not sure whether I wanted to taunt it first, in case he was carrying Calm Mind as well. But anyway, I go for the U-turn just to get out of there. And, I expected a Calm Mind to come my way. So I was going to, protect Storm a little bit. But nope, he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I was head slapping myself so many times when I got hit by that Will-O-Wisp. I'm actually doing it now, if you can't hear. Anyway, I go for the Dragon Claw. I was just, thinking it could be quite glassy, I just wanted to scale the damage, essentially. It does enough. I'm thinking, my Dragonite is useless now. I am going to just do as much damage as it can. Stall for time so I can get a safe switch. I was sacking my Dragonite at this point. Yeah, there was no point keeping other Dragonite. It's not doing anything. So I go for another Dragon Claw. Annoyingly, I don't get the kill, and I get another Shadow Ball into my face. Never mind. It's not too bad, but it's still rather problematic to my health. Anyway, but at this point, I think I'd only lost one Pokemon, so I was confident of the win. There's only Tentacles that died at this point, I think. Anyway, in comes Lipard again. Again, just, waiting for my own death at this point. I go for the Dragon Claw. Does a surprisingly amount of damage. And Night Slash finishes me off. It doesn't bother me that Dragonite went down. Once I, got burnt, it was useless. So I send down my Pom back in. Of course. And the problem is the trolliest Pokemon there is in this fucking game, I swear. Anyway, Fake Out. I should stop breathing because it's moving the camera, but then I might die. Anyway, in comes his final Pokemon, Swarzbuck. Go for the U-turn, super effective damage. It's gonna hurt. It nearly one-shots it, which was quite funny. Anyway, at this point I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to send in, so I just think, this thing's probably physical. Send in Skarmory just to stall it out. Sends it into a Mega Horn. It's just not doing anything. Not with, what, plus 400 defense? You ain't doing anything, not to a Skarmory. Anyway, the poison finishes him off. Well, not quite. Then I had a bit of a predicament. I had no attacks. So I go for Spike. I can't Roost because, I was full health. Couldn't Roar because it was his last Pokemon. And I couldn't Toxic because it's already Toxic. Very problematic for me, that was. Anyway, it was a good battle. Hopefully I shall be able to bring you part 2 very shortly.